just joining us a few months ago. And I'm telling you what, already just seeing the results of all that phenomenal, communication and email campaigns and just the dedication that you bring every single day when you show up and you show out. And yes, you are right. I mean, we literally have the hardest working team in showbiz, okay? And we are getting it done and just appreciate each and every one of you. And I want to just give a big shout out to everyone by saying good morning, good. Okay, there we go. The mute came on and it muted me, but I am back live. But thank you, Dr. Ross, for helping us get these technical difficulties worked out. And again, good morning and hello to everyone. There's a lot to cover today. I mean, we had such an exciting weekend, a weekend that hasn't even stopped yet, okay? Because we still have some of our out of town guests that are still here in Chicago. So my day today is actually already started. I'm already excited about what we're doing here at the corporate office, some of the great objectives that are coming down the pipeline. Super excited about this weekend. Oh my goodness, if you were in the building, if you were actually on our Zoom, for our Super Saturday, I know that you were blessed. We want to thank everyone who participated in any way. I know many of you out there hosted events, from Maryland all the way to Texas, all the way to Massachusetts, all the way around the country. You guys are showing up, showing out, and I'm telling you what, the numbers absolutely showed us that, okay? Because not only did we have almost more people on our Zoom than we had in the building, we still had a standing room only crowd. They kept bringing in chair after chair after chair just to accommodate all the guests. And so that's always super exciting. I want to give a big shout out this morning to our phenomenal CSO, Phyllis Nash. I'm telling you what, this is truly one of the hardest working ladies in showbiz. Not only does she have the vision to put this amazing Super Saturday together, but I'm telling you what, that agenda was fire, okay? It was amazing, and it was just exciting seeing it all come together. I want to also give a shout out to everyone who participated, actually as trainers, as speakers. I know we had Ernestine Davis, Jarvis Wright, we had Willie Mooney, Margaret Dorsey, thank you for introing Willie, Sylvia Covington, Terry Anderson, Marcella Wright, Landra Ado, Jarvis Wright. I mentioned his name twice because he came back up at the end. But just again, thank you for all the diamonds, for the emeralds, for everyone that supported, for all of our new rank advancements. We will talk a little bit more about this in detail later, but really want to just jump into everything we need to cover because we are super excited also because we are about to launch the biggest campaign ever, which is our brand new Me in 2023. So stay tuned for that because we're going to have a big event actually on January the 21st, whatever that Saturday is. I'm not sure if my notes actually reflect the right day, but I know it's the third Saturday, I believe, in January. Details will come out. But we're doing a wellness conference at our headquarters. So just like what you saw for the Super Saturday, we're doing it all over again. And so instead of the normal virtual conferences, we've changed the format, right? Our format is we'll still host something in January, but it's really going to be geared towards a live event for those of you out of state and you want to participate via Zoom. You're going to have that option to do so. We're going to have that available as well. But again, there's going to be live speakers, live attendance, okay? And we are just super excited because this is what we see as our community outreach. We know that many of you help participate over Black Friday by purchasing a certain amount of dollars in products, right? And so that amount contributed to us being able to donate meals to people across the country. And that's exciting. In January, we're going to also do a local initiative around this conference. We're going to give back to the local community as well. And so you really want to be a part of this because it's going to be such a big community outreach. In fact, we're going to have doctors, naturopaths, really having the right team to help us get our health focused, okay, for 2023. In fact, Dr. Prince is going to be in the building, several of our medical doctors. And so your mother, your sister, your brother, you're going to want to get every single person in the building or either watching via Zoom because these are going to be the most brilliant doctors, okay, that are going to help all of us take our health to the next level. A lot of times we talk to our family and friends about health, and sometimes it falls on deaf ears. And so we want to make sure that we're doing whatever we can, okay? Because when we look at our community, so many people are just leaving up out of here way too fast. And so if we can do our part by at least bringing them the information, the education they need, we know that we can at least know that we've done our part to at least spread the word that we do not have to die premature. We can actually work on several different things that we can do from preventative, okay? Whether it's nutrition, incorporating more exercise, just being less stressful, okay? I mean, there's so many things we can do to really add more life to those years, to add more health and quality of life to those years as well, because it's not just about longevity, it's about how well you maintain your quality of life, okay? And so that initiative, you're going to start seeing more about that. In fact, we're also rolling something else out with that. For those of you who know people that really want to transform their life in 2023, they're going to have a chance to enroll in a special contest. There's going to be up to $50,000 up for grabs. How would you like to put $10,000, $5,000? There's going to be a lot of people that have put $1,000 in your pocket just for you enrolling in this program. The way it's going to work, there's going to be a one-time fee of $49.95. It's going to cover all the education tools, training, but it's also going to go into a pot, okay? And this pot is going to allow us to have just a massive amount of cash that you now can win, and you can get your family and friends to qualify for it. Sometimes people don't always get incentivized to lose weight just for the sake of health. Sometimes you got to give them some type of focus. And so what better way to motivate people than giving them cash, prizes, and awards that are absolutely life-changing, awards and cash that can absolutely take care of your mortgage for months at a time. I mean, that is going to be life-changing, and you're going to want to find out all the details. And so I know that our team, led by VP of Training, Dan Johnson, he is super excited about this initiative. In fact, he called me up a few weeks ago. He says, listen, I know we're doing the brand new me, promotion. He says, but I have something that can take it to the next level. He said, why don't we actually have a paid registration and we can use those funds to pour back into the winners? And I thought that was brilliant, okay? That's going to build a lot of momentum, a lot of excitement, and you're going to want to be a part of that. You're going to want to get your family and friends to enroll. And right around the holiday, right, we're all getting together this weekend. We know that Christmas Eve, for those who celebrate, is on Saturday. And so what better way to talk to family and friends than around the holiday regarding health initiatives? We also know that our Secret Santa has pretty much completed for those who want your products in time for the holiday. If you have not put that order in, there's no way we can guarantee it for the holiday, but you can still place those orders. We also know that this is a great month to really close out strong because there's so many great tax deductions that are on the table for people that enroll in a home-based business. And then, of course, we have our 10% discount that is still happening as we speak. And so we're super excited. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pivot real quick because we also have our conference coming up. And I know on Saturday I mentioned that we're going to cover that so that you can know exactly what you need to do. And so first and foremost, I'm going to give a big shout out to our Ruby rock stars, okay, who qualified for Ruby for the first time. And they've been invited to our Vegas Villa experience. So yes, what's exciting about the 420 Lifestyle Conference, yes, we're going to Vegas, and that's exciting. But what also is exciting is we are delivering a conference that has never been seen before in the industry of network marketing, okay? Because we are doing a lifestyle conference. So not only are we going to do the typical conference that's going to help inspire you, take you to the next level, but it's really also to celebrate all of those who went out there and went above and beyond to achieve ranks. You're going to understand what the lifestyle of network marketing could bring you, okay? We know that this is an industry where oftentimes top distributors make more money than NBA players, than NFL players. I mean, that is exciting. And so Denise Hill, Joe Davis, Cherie Eppinger, Fred and Anita Shelton, Beatrice Foster, Landra Ando, Mariette Mitchell, Ernestine Davis, Margaret Dorsey, Michelle Stewart. You guys are all joining us at this amazing Vegas Villa, and we're super excited. I'm telling you what, when you see the pictures of this breathtaking resort-style mansion, okay, I mean, there are 8 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, 2 swimming pools, We have a jacuzzi, a tennis court. It will blow you away. Even a basketball court for those of you who love to play basketball. So it's going to be an exciting time. It's coming with a private chef. And so you're going to feel like you're over in Jamaica, but you're right here in the United States. And our Emerald, yes, 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 we have the penthouse luxury experience for you. And that is Autumn Horn, Dr. Betty Smith, Ann Mooney, Jarvis Wright, Marcella Rochelle, and Sylvia Covington. And so let's talk now about conference and what you need to know. If you're someone who ranked up, that's great because chances are if you're Emerald or Ruby, you've already been notified. But let's say you ranked up to Diamond. Let's say you're already Diamond and you requalified again at your highest level. Let's say you're Sapphire, or maybe you requalified at the highest level. There are perks for everyone because we have travel points included into our package prices. And so what we're going to do to keep the confusion at bay, we're going to send this out via an email. So it's going to explain to you, here's the details. And based on what you did over the November season, you're going to know exactly how you should book your conference ticket. And so just to give you a general update, the conference dates will start on 4/20, which is a Thursday. It's going to go through Sunday, the 23rd. So for those of you who are just flying in for the general admission, you can book from Thursday through Sunday. For those of you who want to come in a day early, there will be an option on Wednesday, the 19th, where top leaders will actually join you, and you're going to have a chance to see how they prospect. If you want to hang with the Willie Mooneys, the Bernadines, right? If you want to hang with the Phyllis Nashes, the Dan Johnsons, those who are master recruiters, the Gigi Harris, right? Beverly and Lab, those who actually know how to go out there and seal the deal, the Terry Andersons, right? You're going to want to be there early because they're going to actually have live experiences where you can learn hands-on, right? Hands-on training on exactly what you need to say. Some of you are going to want to make sure that you come to Vegas and you get new prospects. You have a new team that you build in Vegas. And if that sounds interesting to you, you want to get there a day early because that's going to be something we've never done at a conference. We've done that at boot camps before, but we've never done that at a conference. So I want to give a shout out to Shannon King because she said, hey, if I was coming to the conference, she says, I would want to learn how to have people in the seats and perhaps attending the conference with me that are local. She said, could we just learn from the Diamonds how they're building their business? And so I said, that's great. You know, we always do things like that at breakout sessions, but to come in early to do something, kind of having boots on the ground, I mean, that's just next level, okay? And so we're going to do that to really help those of you who really feel like you need more hands-on training. And so the price points, I'm going to give you first the price point that's going to happen after the early bird. And then I'm going to reveal to you what the early bird specials are. We also have a VIP all access badge that you can get so that you can get access to all the events at our conference, okay? And so first and foremost, the conference itself, you know, that's going to go from Friday to Saturday. So all day Friday and all day Saturday, those are what we call our general sessions and our breakout rooms. And so what's great about Friday, for those of you who have specific needs, maybe you want to learn how to build more CV. Maybe you want to learn how to build your business to diamond. There's going to be a breakout room for you. I mean, if you thought Saturday was amazing, now you're going to be up close and personal with all the top leaders that are getting it done and have the opportunity to sit there with them and learn step by step exactly what you need to do to build your business. And so you want to make sure you get there on Friday because these breakout sessions are going to be absolutely electrifying. We also will have a breakout session on Friday that's going to absolutely be designed also for those of you who might look at this like, okay, you know, I'm not really in it to build it, but I definitely want to go out and attract customers. I want to learn more about products. If that's you, this is why these conferences are so powerful because it's not just for the builders. It's for people that really want to go out there and rank on CV. So if you want to go to gold, if you want to go platinum, this is going to be the conference for you. And so make sure that you're there a day early. So get there Friday, okay? We want you to get there on Thursday, but at least make sure you're there so that you can participate in the sessions. On Friday, they will kick off at 10 in the morning. Okay, we're going to have a 10 in the morning session that's going to go all the way through around 4 p.m. that day. And so mark your calendar for that. And then on Saturday, that is general session, okay? This is really where you're going to get the heart and soul of who we are. I mean, this is a session that you're going to walk in and you're going to just feel the electricity. It is going to be absolutely fire. We have special guest speakers that are being flown in. I'm telling you what, this will be the best conference you have ever attended. And here's what I will also tell you. When you are there, you're not going to want to be there by yourself. You're going to want to be there with guests. Okay, and so there's going to be options for you to also purchase the guest ticket so they can set in the conference with you, whether they're local guests. Perhaps you can look at some of the states that are surrounding Vegas and ask yourself, who do you know? For me, I even decided, hey, listen, I know some people in Atlanta that I know need to be there, okay? And so guess what I did? I called them up and said, listen, you need to meet me in Vegas. This is going to be life-changing. And guess what? You'll never know what the possibilities are if you're not willing to just think out the box and ask people. You know, everybody wants to go to the next level. Everyone wants their life to transform, right? You don't need to give them all the details. You just want to build the excitement. Let them know they must be there, and this event is going to come with a complimentary ticket because you're going to purchase it for them, right? Because that's how it works with conferences. I remember past conferences as a builder. I would go to those conferences and sometimes have 5 guests, sometimes have 10 guests. Plus, I would ensure that I had people on my team there, sometimes hundreds of people on the team. And here's the reality. If you're a new builder and you're trying to figure out what is your way to get to 6 figures, every person that you put in those seats is worth about $5,000 to you. What does that mean? That means you put 10 people in those seats that are a part of your team. And what you're going to watch is over the next 12 months, the industry averages show, you can see your income grow by as much as $50,000. And so that's why this is a smart investment, because it's the conferences where people make the big decisions. See, oftentimes you might say, hey, you know, this is a company that I love or I like. But for people to really go to the next level, they have to have belief that's so high, they leave that conference and they're willing to bust through a brick wall to go to Diamond. And once you build that type of fire and that type of energy, you can start seeing your business go to the next level. Now, let's talk about some of the other events that are optional, okay? We have our 420 anniversary celebration. Now, we have rented out one of the most spectacular mansions in Las Vegas. It is absolutely jaw-dropping. There is a massive rooftop on this compound where we're going to have some experiences on the roof. In fact, the indoor kitchen, it's kind of indoor and outdoor, where it opens up to this beautiful pool that goes around the property, okay? I'm telling you what, we are going to have a 420 party like you've never experienced before. We have one of the hottest DJs. This is a DJ that sometimes DJs for people like Nicki Minaj, okay? This DJ will be there to party with us at the 420 conference. Now, the ticket prices for that event alone are $79. So when I tell you the all-access price, you're going to want to go ahead and get the all-access price because it's going to include every single event that we're doing there in Las Vegas, okay? It even has a mini golf course, okay? A little mini golf area at this beautiful compound, and it's just spectacular. But now let's talk about the gala. We have a gala on Saturday, and that's going to follow general session. Now, again, this is another optional event. You do not have to attend the gala. Now, for those of you who qualified at least at Sapphire, you're going to have special perks for the Sapphires, and so we're super excited to share with you some of the perks because at the gala, it's not only going to be this amazing event that's going to include, you know, our DJ, it's going to include food, it's going to include awards, recognition, entertainment, right? So it's going to be fabulous, you know, a cash bar. You know, it's going to also include this phenomenal local DJ that's a celebrity there. So she will be there. So we're super excited about that. Now, this event alone, okay, the value of this, it's $109. That's the value. So again, what you're going to want to do is partake in the early bird special because this all access pass, normally what we're going to do is for all the events, including conferences, we're going to make it available to you after our early bird for about $249, and then it's going to go up from there. But right now, our early bird all access pass will be available to the first 50 people for $199. That's going to include your Thursday. It's going to include your Friday, your Saturday, plus the gala, all of that, guys, which basically means we're paying for some of your expenses to be there because it's costing us way more than that. But that's our investment into you because what we know is if you get there, it's going to take your life to the next level. We even have a hotel package. And so when this hotel package gets emailed today, you can make the decision to say, hey, do I also want to include the hotel package as well? Because if you include the hotel package, all of your transfers are also included. So that means whether we're going to the gala, whether you're going to the 420 party, all of the transportation to and from will be included with your hotel package. And so you're going to want to make sure you not only get the all access pass, but you get our hotel package because we've negotiated the best rates available on the internet, okay? The best rates. So they're below what you're going to find on the internet. And so you're going to want to take advantage of it. Now, also, too, let's say you only want conference. You're not going to attend these extra events. Now, conference only, we'll have a special price for $149, but the early birds will get it for $99. And so if you want to attend Friday and Saturday at the best price possible, you're going to want to take advantage of the early bird price. But let's just say, this November, you re-qualified at your highest rank, okay? Or let's say you're now a brand new Sapphire. We even have a special price for those of you who've re-qualified, and guess what? Some of you have even qualified for at least one night of your hotel accommodations. And so if you're a diamond out there, if you're an emerald, if you're a ruby, and again, you re-qualified at your highest rank, just know you're going to receive something extra special, and you're getting an email sent to you with all of those details on how you can access the special package that we put together just for you, okay? And so super excited about that. What I want to do, guys, as we wrap it up, I want to really just take this time to kind of talk to you a little bit about Saturday. Because in my opinion, we've done a lot of events, but when I really think about what happened on Saturday, I know for many of you, your lives are forever changed because you were able to witness something, to be a part of something where you felt that. See, a lot of times we hear things, but when we're moved, it's when we feel it, right? I mean, I know I left there with goosebumps, right? Many of you walked up to me and just talked to me about this was the best event for Wakanna you've ever been to. And that's just how electrifying Saturday was. And so can you imagine if you got that type of energy? And this was a super Saturday, guys. I mean, this was not a conference. I mean, this was a super Saturday. But if you were able to feel just so much excitement on a super Saturday, can you imagine what this conference will do to absolutely help you transform your business and transform your life, okay? And so first of all, for the trainers that poured into the group, I want to thank you. I mean, you guys brought it. I mean, from looking and witnessing the growth of somebody like Sylvia Covington, right, prior to Wakanna, I mean, being in the industry, right, and not hitting any ranks, right, but to see her now climb to Emerald, to be a sneeze away from Diamond, to get in front of the room and command the room. I mean, that just shows you the possibilities and how growth for everyone is possible. I mean, that training on vending that Terry Anderson did, I mean, oh my goodness, she absolutely knocked it out the park. I mean, many of you took pictures and were able to see exactly what she's doing to build that diamond business. And Marcella Wright, she's one of the new kids on the block, right? I mean, but she shut it down. I mean, her energy is electrifying. When you see this lady in action, she recruits everywhere she goes, even here in Chicago. When they were there at the Penthouse, she was inviting people to the Super Saturday. They came here from Indiana, but guess what? Some of them had more guests in those seats, only being here a day, than some of you who've been working to get guests for months, right? And so the reality is, in order for us to go to the next level, we have to see and hear from these top leaders that are doing it. We need to know exactly what they're doing and pick their brain. And that's why conferences are absolutely so powerful. Another moment during Super Saturday, was really watching our very own Diamond Mooney, having a chance to give you all the Sales Academy training so that every new person in that room understood exactly what they needed to do, and that Rogers bell curve. I know I've heard him share that before, but it's always exciting when you really understand the power of early adoption and how that leverage makes us at the right place at the right time. And oh my goodness, then we closed it out with our PS3. Jarvis, right? I mean, you shut it down, showing us all how we should pique interest, share the tool, and then the three-way call. And then talking about the S-curve. I don't know if you guys felt that power when he was talking about where we're positioned. I mean, that chart. I mean, hopefully you took screenshots if you're watching via Zoom. Hopefully you actually were able to get a picture if you were there live. I know we're going to share this with everyone so that you can get that out to some of your networkers, because it's critical that they understand why our company is the right place at the right time. And this is where you want to be involved. When you think about the fact that he said the first 100,000 to 150,000 involved in the business make up to 80% of the total wealth. That means you all on this line right now, as this company explodes, will be the top earners. When he dropped nuggets from even the network marketing schools, right, whether it's Harvard Business School, who's done extensive research on the industry. I mean, and we all know the credibility of Harvard, but they talked about how the company should be at least 18 months old. And 90% of all network marketing companies that fail do so in the first 18 months. And here we are. We've more than doubled that. We are going on our fourth year in business, okay? And that totally just opened everyone's eyes. He talked about the ground floor of the opportunity is so critical, because Harvard Business School suggests that in order for the opportunity to qualify as ground floor, the number of existing active distributors should be less than 1% of the population. There are 300 million people in the United States. And that basically means when you look at that figure, folks, even if we had 500,000 people in this company, you would still be on the cutting edge of a great opportunity. But Harvard Business School went on to say something even more powerful. They said if the company has less than 100,000 distributors, it is considered to be an opportunity of a lifetime. And I know at that moment, everyone was eyes wide open. See, a lot of times we just don't know what we don't know. You don't really understand the power of what you have, the power of where you're positioned. When he talked about the 4 states of growth in a network marketing company, the foundation and how that lasts for about 6 months, right? The concentration part, and that's 2 to 4 years. The momentum period and how that's going to last for 2 to 4 years, right? When he talked about the fact that when a company reaches $50 million annually, it's where we hit what we call critical mass. And at that point, our sales will start to go vertical. And the reason why for me it resonated so much, because I thought back at my own life and I thought about where I was positioned in 2004. I got with a company that was similar to where we're at right now. It was truly ground floor. I mean, we were truly getting started. We were the pioneers, and we just went to work. I mean, we were just building. And sometimes when you're building, it just seems like you're never going to get there, right? But we just keep building. But see, no one explained to us this whole chart. And so when momentum hit, when critical mass hit, when we woke up one day and our incomes exploded, to a mere $30,000 a year, to then over $500,000 a year. When we got to the point where our teams were growing by leaps and bounds, hundreds of people joining our business, sometimes in a week, okay? It was one of those moments where we look back and we were like, wow, this is the power of this type of industry. But you know what? Jarvis took it even further, because for those of you out there, maybe you're making $500 a month, maybe you're making $1,000 a month. He said, let's assume you have an organization which is producing an override bonus to you of $1,000 per month. He said, when a company reaches critical mass, distributors automatically experience a tenfold increase in their earnings. In other words, 1,000 per month becomes 10,000 per month. The reason for getting involved on the ground floor is because you get to experience the explosive growth of a company, guys. And when you talk about even companies like Amway, right? I mean, they're doing billions of dollars, and people oftentimes want to join these big box companies with these big brand names. But if you look at the reality over the last 20 years, Amway's only created one brand new millionaire. I mean, yeah, it's a great opportunity, but what you hear them talk about is, hey, come on board, make $300 to $500 a month, because they're at stability. And there's nothing wrong with being at stability. Some of the greatest companies stay there, for years and decades, in fact, for the lifetime of their business, and they continue to have great customers, and at some point we'll be there as well. But when you think about being at that stability, you would have wanted to be with us when we were at the ground floor, so that when we reach stability, you already are positioned where you're earning that 5 and 6 figure, that 7-figure monthly income. And that's the power of where you're at right now. And that's why we tell people that success is about positioning and timing, and knowing all of this compound with the fact that we are truly just getting started, because over the last 3.5 years we've been in this pandemic. We've not been out doing the things we know that build momentum. I mean, this is our very first Super Saturday ever in the history of our company, guys. You've got to understand the power of where we're about to go. This is our very first live conference we're ever doing in April. And so now when you get the fact that we are used to building big, massive teams, not in a pandemic, belly to belly, but we've not been able to do that. And now we have all these great networkers looking at us. Some of them are joining us. We are about to hit critical mass over the next few years, and you're going to want to be a part of that journey, a part of that story. And how do you do that, folks? You start by showing up, showing out every day. So you get on these calls, get on the call tonight. Make sure you invite people with you to join you at 7:30 p.m. on the corporate Zoom. And then 8 o'clock is when the presentation starts. Get people on the hair Zoom at 2:30 p.m. Central today. Make sure that you're also tuning in every single morning to the Diamond Factory and all the phenomenal calls that happen each and every day. And so with that said, I want to thank each and every one of you for waking up this morning to Wakanna. In fact, I want to invite you to have a Wakanna day, because we're going to see you where? At the top, the very top, the tip top, because yes, this time you can clearly see without a shadow of a doubt, this time we are busting through the top, and we are asking and inviting you to join us for this exciting, explosive ride.